because you just got one of the biggest pay raises you've ever received.
Well, that's a lie.
You haven't gotten one in more than 10 years. More than 10 years.
Oh, another lie.
You know, we could make it smaller. We could make it 3%. We could make it 2%. We could make it 4%. I said, no. Make it 10%. Make it more than 10%. Because it's been a long time. It's been more than 10 years. Been more than 10 years. That's a long time.
And what do you know? Another lie. You know, maybe it's just me, but I would assume lying to the troops, like right to their face, is more disrespectful to them than taking a knee to protest something that has nothing to do with them.
Ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change.
Zero, but maybe it's just me. Over the festive period, Donnie flew to Iraq to offer the troops some false information about a pay raise, wrapped in lies about the history of pay raises, sprinkled with fibs about the extent of their raise, and served with a side of overall bull.
And we got you a big one. I got you a big one.
Only to return home and heap praise on himself about the way he treats the troops. Because remember, he's for the troops, right? As long as he stands. No matter how many lies he serves them, or abuse he heaps on war heroes, or disrespect he shows to Gold Star family members, or even if he sings the national anthem like a drunk uncle on New Year's Eve.
President Trump has wrapped himself in the flag and slammed kneeling protesters.
To say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now.
Was he singing a different tune?
He still cares about the troops, right? Because Mexico is going to pay for their fake pay raise. Trump flew thousands of miles to lie to the men and women in uniform, but yet a black man peacefully kneeling to protest the disproportionate use of police force against his fellow citizens is more disrespectful to the troops? Because that makes a lot of sense, right? From the moment Kaepernick took his stance, he specifically stated why.
Police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable.
Several times.
How can you willingly be blind to the truth of systemic racialized injustice?
But regardless of those facts, millions of Americans still just saw a black man taking a stand and so resorted to distorting the message as a means to deflect from the actual cause. All while bathing in an abundance of hypocrisy as they sing the praises of a man who has continued to disrespect those very troops with little to no regard. Because, well, he's a red-blooded white American, so he must care more about the country than the disrespectful black man. But with history as our reference, this has long been the case in American history. From Muhammad Ali to John Carlos and Tommy Smith, you will find that when a black man uses their platform to address societal and systemic racial injustice, they are tarnished as ungrateful traitors. But you can take the troops into illegal wars, lie to them, smear war heroes and family members who lost loved ones in action, and you'll still be deemed a patriot. And the reason comes back to that whole nationalism plus racism equals patriotism thing. For countless Americans, they have no problem with the lies Trump tells them, even if it's to the face of the very same troops that are used as a weapon whenever conservatives want to smear the message of a black man. Conservatives will use their patriotism like some card, like a lifeline in a game of Who Wants to Be a Patriot, using it whenever they are backed into a corner. It's pathetic, and more veterans are seeing through this every single day, because they realize a protest against police brutality was never about them, but a false speech about a pay raise to pander to a fan base is about them, and it's disrespectful. For more on this, come over to my Instagram at Francis M. Maxwell. I'd love to interact with you over there. You can become a member at tyt.com/Francis, and have a happy new year. Never miss another breakdown video by ringing the bell below. You'll get notified whenever we publish something new, and don't forget to join TYT today. Download our TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join.